This video is on completing the square. When do you complete the square to solve a quadratic? When it doesn't look like it's going to solve easily by, some people call it reverse FOIL or factoring, whatever you want to call it. So let me give this first example. I'm trying to get this thing spaced out correctly. Okay, here's the first one. X squared, wait a minute. I want to do it without harming the, oh boy. Well, okay, good enough. X squared minus 8x plus 13. Now I am not, what are the factors of 13 that add to negative 8? 13 and 1, negative 13, negative 1, no. So that's not going to work. So I'm going to complete the square. I can also use a quadratic formula, but not now. This lesson is about completing the square. So I'm going to subtract 13 from both sides. I get x squared minus 8x. I'm going to leave some space there so I have room to work, equals minus 13. Now, I want to have a 1 in front of the x squared, which I do, so that's good. Half of negative 8 is negative 4. I'm going to write x minus 4 squared. And then I square negative 4. Negative 4 squared is 16. This, x squared minus 8x plus 16, is equal to that, x minus 4 squared. Now, if I added, this 16 wasn't here, I added it. If I add it to one side of the equation, I have to add it to the other side to keep it balanced. Negative 13 plus 16 is 3. So now I take the square root of both sides. X minus 4 equals plus or minus square root of 3. Whenever I'm solving an equation with square root, it's plus x squared or polynomial, it's plus or minus. For example, x equals x squared equals 4. I guess I'll write this. X squared equals 4. X equals plus or minus the square root of 4, which equals plus or minus 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. This symbol, that's the positive square root, the principal square root. It's positive. So that's why I have to put the plus or minus next to it. Anyway, now I will add 4 to both sides. This is 4 plus or minus square root of 3. Now, it's always wise to check your work. I will check this one in Desmos, but I'm not going to check the rest of them. Let me see if I can find a Desmos window here. And I'm going to do x squared minus 8x plus 16. X squared minus 8x plus 16, and I want to find x squared minus 8x plus 13. That's the wrong one. Okay, and I see that it's 5.73205 and 2.26. Well, let me see if my answers are correct. 4 plus or minus 4 plus square root of 3, which is 5.73. Yep. And then 4 minus square root of 3, that's QRT, I can't spell, is 2.26. Yep, 2.26795. Well, this one's rounded. So yes, I've just shown or checked it on Desmos. It's wise to check them on Desmos. I'm not going to check any more of them in this video, but I checked the first one. All right, here's the second one. If I could ever figure out how to scroll this correctly so I can get where I need to go, I'd probably get my revenge at last. I'd have my revenge on the Jedi. Okay. I just do this one over here. I'm going to complete the square. So let me check. Negative 16 is negative 4 times positive 4, which they don't add to 16. I could do 8 and 2, that would add to 6. 16 and 1, that doesn't add to 4. So again, I can't do this by just simple factoring, so I'm going to complete the square. You can always complete the square, even for the ones that you can factor. Equals 16. I just added 16 to both sides. Take half of 4, which is 2, so I put x plus 2 squared. And then 2 squared is 4. This whole thing equals that. And then if I added 4 to the left side, I have to add it to the right side, equals 20. I will take the square root of both sides, x plus 2. That is supposed to be squared up there, but it looks like some kind of an alien symbol. So I'm going to fix it so it doesn't look like we're being invaded. Equals plus or minus square root of 20. I'll see if I can simplify that in a second, and then I will subtract 2 from both sides. Equals negative 2 plus or minus square root of 20. 20 is 4 times 5. 4 is a perfect square, so this is equal to negative 2 plus or minus square root of 4 is 2. 2 square root, 5 is left inside. Negative 2 plus or minus 2 square root of 5. Let me do number 3. See if I can just drag this one. I just want to drag it. I'll drag it and drop it. I guess I'll do this one over here. I'm not being too neat. I should probably set these up in neat columns, but I don't do neat columns. I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. X squared plus 16x equals negative 10. Now I will take half of 16, which is 8. X plus 8 squared. 8 squared is 64. So I have to add 64 to that side as well. Equals negative, not negative 54, positive 54. 64 minus 10. Now I will take the square root of both sides. X plus 8 equals plus or minus square root of 54. I'll subtract 8. X equals negative 8 from both sides. That is plus or minus square root of 54. Can I simplify this? I put 57 for some reason. Why did I do that? I don't know. But now I will fix it. I just wanted that to be 54. All right, 54 is 2 times 27. No perfect squares there or no repeated factors. 2 is a prime number, so I can't do anything more with that. 27 is 3 times 9, and 9 is a perfect square, so I'll take that out of the square root and leave 2 times 3 inside. So this is x equals negative 8 plus or minus square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 2 times 3 is 6. So there's that one. I've got, do I have one more or two more? I guess only one more. Wait a minute, that was 3. I got 2 more. It would help if I knew how to count. I'm still trying to zoom. Let me see if I do this. Will this help me zoom? Aha. Okay, much better. All right, now I'm going to take this one. I'm going to work this one. And again, you can check all these on Desmos. When you're doing homework, if you're doing these for homework, you can't really cheat on homework. Check it to make sure you got the right answer. If you cheat and have AI answer it, assuming that it gets it right, which it doesn't always do, you're cheating yourself because you're not learning it. And when you come time to work the test, you're going to be in big trouble. So I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. X squared, 9x minus 4x is 5x, and I'll add 5 to both sides equals negative 2. Well, this is beautiful because half of 5 is 2.5. I'll write it as a fraction, though, 5 halves. So this is going to be x plus 5 halves squared. It's easier to square it. And then 5 halves squared is 25 fourths. If I added 25 fourths to the left, I must add it to the right. Remember, this is equal to this. But now I've got to get this right side. This is 2 over 1. I want them both over the same denominator. 1 goes into 4 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. This is negative 8 fourths plus 25 fourths, which equals 17 fourths. Now I will square root both sides. X plus 5 halves equals plus or minus square root of 17 divided by square root of 4, which is 2. And then I will subtract 5 halves from both sides. X equals minus 5 halves plus or minus square root of 17 over 2. And again, you can check that in Desmos. I'm not going to, but you can, to make sure that you're getting these things right. And here's number 5. Check it in AI. Maybe it'll get it right too. Not always, though. You got to be careful. And again, don't let it do your homework for you. Part of doing math, working math in school, isn't just to learn the math. Part of learning math in school for young people is to develop your mind, your cognitive abilities. So if you cheat on let's say you could cheat on everything and get straight A's. Okay, you get straight A's in your class, but you won't have developed your brain, and you're cheating yourself of that opportunity to develop your brain, your cognitive abilities, your problem-solving abilities, your decision-making abilities. And if you don't develop that, it's going to hurt you later in life. So I will subtract x, 4x squared minus x equals 2. I'm leaving that there. Oh boy, it's another fraction. Oh, it's going to be even a worse fraction. I have a 4 in front of x squared. When I'm completing the square, I don't want anything except 1 in front of x squared. So I have to factor out that 4. What's left is x squared. 4x squared divided by 4 is x squared. And then this is negative 1x. Negative 1 divided by 4 is negative 1/4 x. And then equals 2. So now I need half of negative 1/4, which is negative 1/8. And this is going to be, I have to bring that 4 down. X minus 1/8 squared. And then negative 1/8 squared is plus 1/64. Now I have to put something on this other side to balance, but it's not just 1/64. Everything inside those parentheses is multiplied by that 4. So what's 4 times 1/64? Well, 4 goes into 64 16 times. This is plus 1/16. And now I will add 2. This is 2 over 1. 1 goes into 16 16 times. 2 times 16 is 32. Plus 1, both are over 16, equals 33/16 equals 33/16. Now I will divide both sides by 4. X minus 1/8 squared equals 33 divided by, if I'm dividing by 4, I'm multiplying the denominator by 4, 33/64. Now I can take the square root of both sides. X minus 1/8 equals plus or minus square root of 33. What is the square root of 64? It's just 8. And then I will add 1/8 to both sides. X equals 1/8 plus or minus square root of 33 over 8. So that's the last one in this set for completing the square. Not very hard to do at all, as long as you remember, as this last problem showed, that if I have a number in front of x and I can't divide everything easily by that number, I'm better off just factoring it out. I guess eventually I would have to, let me try this, because eventually I'd have to divide it. 4x squared equals x plus 2. I have to deal with it anyway, so I might as well. Let me divide by 4 right away. X squared equals 1/4 x plus 2 over 4 is 1/2. Let me try this. The answer is going to come out the same. X squared minus 1/4 x equals 1/2. Let's see. And now I will take half of negative 1/4. It's negative 1/8. This is x minus 1/8 squared. And then I will, negative 1/8 squared is plus 1 over 64. Now I've already factored that 4 out, so now I just have to add 1/64 to both sides. Let's see, 2 goes into 64 32 times, so this is 32 plus 1, each one's over 64, equals 33/64. Not that hard, not as hard as I feared it would be to work with these fractions. And so now I take the square root. X minus 1/8 equals square root of 33. Square root of 64 is just 8. So x equals, add 1/8 to both sides, 1/8 plus square root 33 over 8. And is it the same answer? 1/8 plus 1? Yeah. So it works either way. I can either do the factoring just during the completing the square part, or I can do the factoring in the beginning. The key is just make sure that anytime a number besides 1 is in front of x squared, factor so that you can complete the square. But that's it for this video.